Hi everyone and welcome. Today I have a very exciting page I am going to do today. So I am one of the first people to have this page. This page is a freebie by Napping Artist. Her name is Miss Mindy and I will link her and her shop down below. PG-13 warning, she does have more mature items as she also does other things besides colorings and color books. So just beware if you do go to her shop, there are some more mature topics on her page, but she does do beautiful work and she gifted us this freebie. So I thought I would go ahead and get it colored and get it posted so everyone could see it. If you want to find this freebie, you go to the Facebook group Once Upon a Color, or you can leave me a comment down below, or you can message me on Instagram at mycoloringjourney0809 and I can get you this page. So I have not colored a Baby Yoda before, so I don't have a real big plan going in. I probably will not color the whole thing as it's going to take me a little while, but I can kind of get started and then come back and show you the end result. I'm hoping you can see okay. I know it's kind of dark, it's cloudy and snowing outside, and if I use my overhead light I get really dark shadows, so I'm kind of stuck in between. But I really wanted to get this page posted. So for the light bulbs, I am going to just use regular Walmart fine tip pens. I'm not going to use anything fancy because I want to show everyone that you don't have to have the fanciest gear out there to be able to color. And then I'm going to use Prismas. I'm going to use lime peel, pale sage, and then I'm going to use an Arteza Coyote Brown and a black. And then possibly the True Blue and Chartreuse. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, I've never colored Baby Yoda before, so I'm not exactly sure what his color palette is. I am also going to turn you a little bit this way because I am a lefty and I don't want to block too much of what you can see. And so I think I will start with the lights. So what I'm going to do with these lights is I'm just going to, and I may go around with a darker shade when I get them how I want them, but I am just going to go all the way around and leave a little white spot in the middle. And I'm just going to do this randomly. There's no order, rhyme, or reason. The only thing you want to make sure is that you have, like, I'm going to use these three colors, that I don't have a bunch of red and blue right here and a bunch of yellow green right here. I want them to be very mixed. I want them to look like the mixed lights on a Christmas tree, so I want to make sure that they're well mixed and even. I don't want any one color to dominate my page. And I'm not going to do all of these. Like I said, I'm just going to do a few to kind of give you the idea, and then I will move on to the next part. I do think for the background, because he is Star Wars, I am going to color him black. And then I think these Christmas bulbs will kind of look like the stars on the background theme. I haven't fully committed to that idea yet, but I think that's what I am leaning towards. I was going to do a galaxy, but I don't want to have too many different colors going on because I have these Christmas bulbs. And I was going to do this snow because it's Christmas, but I also have not decided fully on that. I'm just kind of getting a quick start to this video. I have to run to Walmart, and so I thought while everyone was getting ready and it was somewhat quiet, I would go ahead and jump on, just get started what I could for you guys. Like I said, I'm very excited that this artist shared her work with me and her page, and so I would like to kind of color it and get it up and hopefully help her out. I know COVID has hit a lot of people hard, and a lot of people that do craft fairs and things depend on holiday sales to help pay bills and get through the months, so supporting a local artist is always an awesome thing, helping her get her name out there. She has done, I can't remember what she called them. I think they were something to do with resin, and they were gorgeous, and I wanted one so bad. I just didn't have the income at the time, but she had made a little box with resin and it had an Ursula in it. Oh my gosh, it was so pretty. So she definitely has a lot of different items. I have seen where she has started to put her designs on clothing, such as swimsuits and hoodies and shirts and everything like that. So there's also that option if you like that. So that is how I'm going to do the bulbs. And I know they look a little kind of funky right now. But once I put kind of the highlight in and whatnot, I think they'll look more Christmassy. Really hoping you can kind of see this. So I think I will leave that on the bulbs for now and show you how I'm going to do the rest of the page. Get some red over here. I have not watched a lot of Star Wars myself, but I have a kiddo that has gotten into it recently. I even asked him, I was like, is Star Wars a galaxy background or should I just do the black and the stars? He's like, well, they have planets. And I was thinking, well, maybe with all the colors I'll just stick to black. So I'll show you what I'm thinking. I think I'm going to just shade it all black. And I know you don't want to watch me do this whole thing, so kind of just do this little bottom section. And then after I get it black, and I might add a little darker blue. This is Indent Throne blue. Kind of leave a little streak of it through here, so it's not exactly black, I guess. Has a little highlight of color to it. And then I want to leave an outline of black around him so he stands out. I am thinking on doing the bottom of the light bulbs metallic, just to kind of give them that spacey metal feel. Okay, so we'll see. I really just got this image, so I haven't had a lot of time to like contemplate and decide for sure what all I want to do. Just kind of going with the flow. But I think, and then come back in with this again. I think that's what I'm gonna do, and then when I get it blended how I want, I will take this white gel pen and hopefully you can see. Now I will just go over the lines that the artist has put in. And if you don't like the gel pen look, you can always take a white pencil and just kind of spark it out like that. It just kind of depends on the effect you're going for. So that kind of looks like lightsabers. So like I said, up to you. Just kind of what I'm feeling. There's a chance I could start this page 3 more times before I actually get it how I would like it. But I do want to help her out and get it out there, so also blend this if you want with a blending solution. Up to you. I'm going to shade this side and then we'll color Baby Yoda. And then I will come back and show you my finished piece. So just kind of going around. I know I need to put some blue in to even it out with that side. So I think I'm going to throw it in right here, bring it up a little higher. I'm not worried about the bottom of the bowl. Scrub it in, scrub it in, scrub it in. Okay, just like that. Sorry, I see a spot over here bugging me. I know I'm jumping around. It's hard for me to leave it unblended. It bothers my eyeballs. It keeps telling me to go back and fix it. So I'm going to put black around that bulb. Once again, I'm going to try to keep my darkest spot around him so he will stand out with his other colors. Circles, circles, pushing a little harder. Okay, and I'm gonna leave them kind of like that so I can see where the highlight marks need to be, and then when I go in and put the highlight marks in, then I will kind of clean up around them a little bit. Alright, so for Baby Yoda, I think I'm going to start with a base layer of Prismacolor Pale Sage. I'm going to sharpen it a little, and I'm going to go over him completely with the Pale Sage. Dragged in a little black, but I'm going to tint over there anyway. So just a very quick light layer, just barely kissing the paper. We don't want to burnish it or anything like that because we have a few layers to go. The best thing about Baby Yoda is he's mostly a head, so as long as you don't forget any ears, he looks great with even just a base color. Okay, next I'm going to put in my darker spots with the Coyote Brown. I'm going to sharpen it a little so I know the inside of his ears are going to be a darker spot. And I'm really sorry if this doesn't match up with his color scheme, but I guessed the best I could matching him two colors. And then I'm just kind of blend it in a little. I want the darker on the edges, lighter going to the inside. So I'm not making anybody too motion sick here. I know I move my paper a lot when I color, and then I forget when I get on camera to slow it down, hold still. Okay, so I'm also going to do this little wrinkle just to give it a little dimension. It will not stay this dark of a brown color looking when I get done with him, so I'm just going to go over all his little details the artist has put in. Kind of defines the little wrinkles in his face. I'm going to make his nose a brighter color, so I'm not going to put too much brown on it. What I am going to do though is I'm going to very carefully with a sharp tip just outline his eye. Outline. Okay. And then once I have that decided, I'm going to go in with the lime peel, and I'm just going to decide which parts of him should be darker. So I think under his little eyebrow, it's darker. I'm going to do up here on his ears just a little so they kind of have a highlight. Same with his forehead. I kind of want him to have, I kind of want to shape his face with this green is what I'm trying to do. Please remember, I am not a professional colorist. This is just what works for me, tips and tricks I've learned. I like simple and effective. I'm not into like 10 years of shading and 50,000 different types of pencils and whatnot all on one piece. So kind of a simplistic girl. Okay, so making sure I stay right on the edge of that ear, kind of give it some brightness against that black. This eyebrow doesn't look as dark as this one. I am going to do his little eyelid, and I might tone it down just a dot with the Pale Sage when I get that far, but I do want to keep the kind of sunken look to him. Like I said, I'm going to keep his nose a little brighter because it's very cute. And then his little wrinkle, I'm only going to color in between the two wrinkles up here. I don't want to put any below it because I want it to look, this part to look deeper than the rest. So I'm going to fix this brown a little. In a couple spots it got washed away. Still want this a little darker. I haven't decided what color I want to do the inside of his ears yet, or his eyeballs. Not even sure what color eyeballs Baby Yoda has. Okay, so I forgot to do the bottom of this ear. I'm like, why does he look lopsided? Right up against that black. Keep it dark. Okay. Now, if you want a little bit of a brighter spot, I am just barely putting a shade of this in here. I don't want him to look like he is toxic green. I just want him to have a little color so he doesn't look sickly. So just very lightly. We want to try to keep him looking like Yoda. I know I played with a couple colors. I swatched them before this video trying to decide which colors looked Baby Yoda, and one of them came out looking like the green aliens off of Toy Story, and I was like, well, that is not gonna work. And then it just blends so nicely all together. Get out all your lines. This dark one right here, no lines. And this pale sage really tones down the chartreuse, but it doesn't take away from the color. So he's not turning white or pale, he's blending very nicely. And that is what we wanted. So I'm going to finish up this section of Baby Yoda, and then I will color the rest of him off camera. I have been going for 17 minutes. So I will pause it here and finish up. I can come back and do the eyeballs possibly when I get a color scheme kind of picked out for them. I'm going to fix that ear a little bit. I know it looks a little silly right now, but working with one color at a time. And then I will get this video up, and I hope everyone will adore it. Like I said, if you are looking for some fun new art or anything like that, check out her website. Just beware, it is an 18 and up mature website. It does have cutesy things, but it does have some adult material on there as well. So I want to make sure I get that disclaimer out there. I don't want anyone to come back and yell at me and be like, you didn't say. But I do not get to control what she has on her website. I just know she has really cute art. I wish she would make a Disney book of her Disney characters. That would be amazing. I don't know if there's copyright on those though. She could make her own version of Disney. Okay, just kind of adding back in some color. I still feel like I want these cheeks, if that's what they're called on a Baby Yoda, a little greener. Alright, and that is where we are at so far. I will be back to show you finished product. See you soon. Alright, so here we are. Here's our finished piece. I basically just used a black Prismacolor on the background, dotted it with a Signo gel pen, added some highlights with a white Prisma. This is just an eyeshadow to give him kind of a cloudy effect. His eyes, I just used a little bit of brown and darkened it with some black around the edges. And that is my version of Baby Yoda. So once again, this is Napping Artist. I will tag her down below with her shop information and her Facebook page. And I thank you for watching. See you next video.